Our listeners are as important as our guests. Join in on the conversation. 504-341-8255, the New Orleans Talk Network. Listeners are as important as our guests. Join in on the conversation. 504-341-8255, the New Orleans Talk Network. Listeners are as important as our guests. Join in on the conversation. 504-341-8255, the New Orleans Talk Network. Listeners are as important as our guests. Join in on the conversation. 504-341-8255, the New Orleans Talk Network. Listeners are as important as our guests. Join in on the conversation. 504-341-8255, the New Orleans Talk Network.
Monday, you've tuned into Real Talk with Mary J. I am your host, Mary J. All of my listening audience all around the world, I hope you're having a happy Merry Monday today. I am having a happy Merry Monday. I am live in the studio. Listen, you guys, we just finished Essence in New Orleans, and it was exciting. I'm in the studio today with Dr. Lowe. How are you, Dr. Lowe, on this
Oh,
morning?
I'm blessed to be a blessing.
Yes,
Absolutely.
the one and only
Marvelous
Dr.
Monday.
Loretta Petite in the house with us, you all. So
Marvelous
listen,
Monday.
we're having a blessed Monday, a merry Monday, a happy Monday, and all of that.
And a Make It Happen Monday.
That's right, all of that too. Make
Yes,
it happen.
make
Get
it
up
happen.
and make it happen
That's
this
right,
morning.
that's right.
Listen, we are excited today. I know my girl, she doesn't need any introduction, especially to us in New Orleans, but she is doing so much. My girl from Amen 940, hello somebody, WILDNWBOK is in the house. All
well,
of that.
One is past and one is
I
present.
know. But you know you're going to be remembered forever.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Yes.
Oh, Lord, it's been like 20-something years now.
I know.
28.
The voice of New Orleans on the radio. You guys, if you've tuned in to Amen 940, the one and only right here sharing with us. So
Queen
Lolo.
Wave.
Yes. Girl, what is going on now? I know you have something coming up. I'm excited that you're going to be a part of my conference, Women of Treasure. Awesome. If you all haven't registered, you better get registered. So, Lo, tell the people all of what you're doing right now before we get started.
Wow. I'll take up your whole... No,
I know you will. I know you will. We're going to need 2 episodes.
Well, I am privileged by Almighty God.
Yes.
To be graced with the opportunity to effect positive change in women, especially. But I think the men are being blessed too, and they let me know. So thank you guys.
Good.
But also, in saying that, I was awesomely blessed to minister a word yesterday, and it was the power to produce. And you know, God has given us all of us that.
Right.
I wanted to put that out. So I
Yes.
said, Make It Happen Monday.
Yes.
Just tagging on to what we talked about yesterday in church, the power to produce. But I am, of course, the founder of the Coffee Sisterhood
Yes.
Network. Hey to all my coffee sisters. And that is the Christian Circle of Female Friends for Empowerment and Encouragement. I am birthing 2 businesses at the same time.
God is
I just
awesome.
the Lord woke me up this morning at about 5 o'clock, and all He had on my mind was take care of the business. And
Yes.
so I said, oh my God. So I had to get up and get my scripture together, talk to the Lord for a minute, and then I said, okay, God, I'm not going to tarry. Opened the computer and picked up where I left off to finish my business
That's
paperwork.
good. That's
So I took care of that. One is for-profit and one is nonprofit. Always have to have something for the community.
Right.
That's just what my heart is. And on top of that, we are, of course, dealing with jewelry. Love my jewelry. I'm selling my jewelry in my Avon. I'm loving my Avon. But Avon is something I do because I really enjoy it. This is my 3rd time.
Really?
Yes, just visiting Avon. I did it
Yes.
for a couple of years, one time, a couple of years another time, and now I'm doing it again as something I just enjoy doing because I get to meet so many people.
Right.
And additionally, of course, my speaking, I'm doing a lot with that, and my public speaking seminars and things of that nature to assist people who want to be out in the front,
That's
but they
right.
just need to have that confidence built up.
Yes,
So I'm working with
absolutely.
them with that, what to say, when to say, how to say, those kinds of things. And with the Coffee Sisterhood Network, we're happy to say on the 28th of July, we are presenting something for pregnant teens.
Oh,
Teens who are
good.
pregnant. Many times
Awesome.
people don't focus and
Awesome.
target them. They want to target those who are doing excellent in school, and I applaud them too.
Yes.
Keep on doing excellent in
Yes,
school, young
yes.
ladies. But then there are those that, for some reason, you know, they just got off the beaten path. And so we're
I was
calling
one
it,
of them.
Yes.
I was a
Yes.
pregnant
I
teen.
was a teen
Yes.
pregnant,
Pregnant
mother.
mom.
Yeah,
Yes.
too.
Yes.
I was as well. I was 18, but I was still a teen.
I was 17.
And so it's called You're Not Forgotten.
Okay.
You're Not Forgotten. A new chapter begins. And so we're excited to be able to impart into their
Wonderful.
lives
Wonderful.
and help them to understand their value and their worth. So I just want to give a shout out to Minister Angela Harvey. It was her passion. Coffee always wanted to do something for teens.
Yes.
But then she came and said, you know what? Can we do something for pregnant girls? I said,
Awesome. I
absolutely.
love it.
So hats off to you and your team. She's one of the team directors in Coffee. And so we'll be doing that on July 28th. We want you to go to Eventbrite and sign up. Absolutely free, but do sign up. We want to be able to get you in and have you counted because we're giving them. You know, I love giving. So we're giving them diaper bags with all kinds of things in it that could assist
wonderful.
them. We want to be able to take that expense off of them. So we want to do that for you, but we want you to come and to and be empowered and to understand your self-worth. So those are the top things that's happening.
Awesome.
We're not going to talk about all the things that do in ministry.
Listen,
that's another program.
That's a whole nother
another program. But
This
those are the
is
things
just
God has
great.
given me outside of the walls.
That is
outside of the walls.
awesome, because I mean, as you were speaking on all of the stuff that you're going to be doing, I mean, it was just ringing in me. I'm so glad that you're doing something for teens, because I know I was a teen mom. I was pregnant at 16, had my baby at 17, but you know, back then we were shunned, we were pushed to the back. You're not supposed to talk about it. You're not going to be celebrated in any way.
Baby
and
shower,
children are a heritage of the Lord.
It was fortunate if you got a baby shower.
Exactly.
Because back then,
exactly.
we're not giving no baby shower.
No, you're not.
Like, what?
Right. And I got married, you know, so all of that, and I, but I am so happy to know that, that you all are doing something for teen moms. So I salute my coffee sisters.
All right.
I salute my coffee sisters.
And Queen
yes. And so you said something that connect with what we're talking about today, in your face, dealing with Facebook, social media, all of that in your face. We're going to get in your face. We're going to get in your business on this morning. And, just dealing with all of the social media drama and the do's and the don'ts.
Now, I hear a lot about the social media drama. I don't get caught up in it.
I don't either.
I don't even recognize that it's there until I'm sitting in church somewhere and someone's talking about how awful the social media drama is, and I'm like,
what are they talking about? You don't see it, right?
I don't see the drama, you know. And if I do glance at something, it's like a little he say, she say, he said, and it's over.
Right.
But I don't see, what they're seeing.
Right.
Thank you, Lord.
Yeah.
Keep me from it. Because when I get there, generally I'm giving a positive message, answering all of my questions and, all of that. So I don't really see all the other stuff. My God. So show me what it looks like.
Listen, I had to do a whole show last year, living inside your inbox. So,
I like that.
And we're doing so much with social media now. They have the little wave hand.
You got to package that.
I know, right?
Yes. I like that.
It was such a hit that I think I did like 3 episodes of that, living inside your inbox. But like you said, it's not, you have to just know. We're going to dive right into it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Okay, when we're talking about, let's talk about the marketing part of it first of all. So when somebody's marketing something, say whatever event you have going on, you're doing your event, and you're talking about your event, but your event is posted in a group.
Yeah.
Okay, and you're talking about your event is posted in a group.
And when you say in a group?
You have groups on social media.
Oh, yeah, Lord, I'm about 100 of them.
Yeah, you have groups on. So say, for instance, your event is posted in the group, and now what you're talking about, somebody comes in and tag or comment, and has nothing to do with what you're talking about.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with your event or what you're talking about.
Okay.
But it's just a outlandish post that
just
they
like
put. Random.
Okay.
Yeah. They just tagged you, commented because they wanted their post
to be seen.
Okay. And because they know that your post is going to be seen by thousands of people, they just comment.
Put their stuff in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But see, you know what I'm saying?
And so what happens usually after that? They just get, sprayed by the other people?
Sometimes. It just
because
depends.
if you're in a group now, I don't really know because I'm not the administrator of that group.
Right.
So I can't really knock them out, right? I can't really take them out.
But
the administrator can.
The administrator can.
So in a group, I can understand.
But what you can do, you can untag yourself, or you can delete their comment.
Yes, I was wondering.
Because
can
it's about
you
can delete it because it's about you
my
posted
post.
it.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, so that will shut down the drama if you just delete it.
Exactly.
If it's a problem.
Right.
Because if I'm putting something and say I'm talking about you're not forgotten. And someone comes in there and say, I got this bad the CD now. I put this single on, da-da-da-da. For me, I would probably just say, that's great. Right. Congratulations.
Right.
Do you know anybody who could come to this event? You know, for me, I mean, I wouldn't make it a piece of drama.
Exactly.
I guess what's in you is gonna come out to you, but I would make it a piece of drama.
Right.
But if they came through and it was something with expletives that's not supposed to be on Facebook anyway, or any of the others,
Facebook
then
etiquette.
I would probably say, I think you have the wrong thread.
Right.
And if they came back and respond to me like, no, I know where I want to be, then I'll start deleting.
You're right.
But you know, things happen, so I don't know. I just don't get into
It's
the
just
drama.
an etiquette
But yeah,
thing.
people do.
It's
I
an
have
etiquette.
seen a couple of folks,
Some
like I
people
said,
just don't
he
know.
says something, she says something, he says something else. But then I usually see it squashed. I don't, you know, or maybe I just don't hang around. I just really don't remember. I'm gonna have to keep my eyes open and see what kind of drama is really happening. What are y'all doing on Facebook?
Exactly. And okay, so let's talk about inside your inbox, because
Yes.
some of us I get all the time, Mary J, I messaged you and you never responded because I don't live in my inbox. Now I do go to my inbox when I am
I
putting
kind of live in mine. Y'all.
You live in it? when I'm actually doing a post, if I want to tag a whole bunch of women in it, to get them to see what event I'm doing, say for instance
Yes.
my conference,
Yes.
I will go in Messenger and just send it out to all of these different women. But outside of that,
Yeah, I do that too.
I don't really be there. All of the little video clips that you get in your inbox.
Oh, like in your messenger, huh?
My, yes.
Well, I don't answer all of those.
Oh, my
I don't. I
gosh.
can't, because it's like
It's too much.
It's like I'll get one, and then I'll get like 5 more of the same one by different people, and so I just skip over it. Once I've seen it one time,
Right.
I skip over it.
Right.
I don't delete them or anything. I just skip over them because
Yeah.
I've seen that already. I know you're sending me a video. I don't have time for the
Exactly.
video. I really don't have time to watch a
Exactly.
video. Now I'll pop in if you say, "Hey, how you doing?" I'll pop in and say, "Hi, I'm good. How are
Right,
you?"
right.
I'll do that. I'll respond to you.
Right.
As brief as I can, unless I'm having one of those lazy afternoons where I have nothing but time. Then in that regard, then I'll probably talk about something specific.
Yeah.
But yeah, when they're
What
sending me
about
all
all of those
videos,
chain letters? And this is what
now if you talk about Messenger and I get all that,
Messenger.
well, I delete myself from those groups.
Right.
I don't stay with those groups because I don't really know who started the group, who you are. I don't know who all these other people are.
Send to 5 sisters now.
Oh, I don't do those.
Send 10. See what happens in 40 minutes.
No,
in 3
right.
minutes.
Right, that. I know what you're talking about.
I
And so
can't
what I
stand
did
it.
is, I used to say, I thought it would be effective, but it wasn't. I used to say, oh, I don't do chains.
I
don't do
tried
chains.
to
I don't
tell
do chains."
them.
So then when I see they keep coming, and they're coming by leaps and bounds, I say, oh, it's not being effective. Just ignore that. Either I'll say,
Yeah.
that's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. That's it. And sometimes I won't say anything. I'll just
I don't
bypass it
say
because it's so
anything
many.
because I think when you respond, they think it's accepted, so
Well,
they send more.
If it's a group, I don't. I just, because I don't want all those people responding back, or I'll delete it if it's a group. If I see it's a lot of people, but if it's somebody just directly sending that to me and telling me to send it to 10 other people, then I just won't respond, or I'll
Right.
just say thank you because the message was good or nice. Something like that. But if it's a bunch of you guys, like 20 of you all, and you're telling me to send something, I'm going to delete myself from it. I'll pull myself from it, delete it, whatever I can do to detach.
Yeah. I wish Facebook would do a messenger delete all button.
That would be great.
Yeah.
Now, on that little thing, I think it says the little gear, I think it says something to the effect of, does it say delete thread, or does it say, it says something in there. If you click in there, I think it says something. So I take myself out. I think that's what I
I
generally
would have to
do.
see that. I
It's
haven't
like a
seen
little
that.
gear,
I know I
believe.
would untag myself to a whole.
Well, maybe that's
lot
what
of
it says,
stuff.
untag. Maybe that's what it is.
Maybe. Okay. But
But yeah, I don't like them. Hey guys, if y'all know me, please don't send me those send to 10 people, send to 20 people,
me
send to
either.
40 people. I'm not going to do
We're still
it.
gonna get it.
Send it to all your friends. I'm not going to do it. I know that everybody's not watching, but those
And
of
I
you who are
love
watching,
you
please
all,
don't do it. I
and
don't like that.
but no, it's
That's
just
too
too
much.
much. It's too much.
It's
yeah.
too much. It's like it could be a day's work if you sit there all day.
And let me
Things
tell
keep
you
coming.
why I'm so aggravated by it too, because I have real women with real issues that want to send a message to me, just to counsel or for prayer or just just to come in agreement with something.
Right.
And I may not even see it because I have all of this that I have to filter through, and I'd be like, oh my God, I seen it the next day afterwards because I had tons of stuff already there in my inbox. Yeah.
I'll ignore
So
you. I
let's
don't mean
not
no
live in
harm,
your
but I'm going to
inbox.
ignore that.
Right. Right.
I can't do that.
Right. Yeah, I get people that will have a whole conversation with you in your inbox too.
Well, if it's a good conversation, I have gotten asked to come to speak to events. in the
That's
inbox.
different.
Long conversations about
I'm
that.
glad you said that because listen, now I would say I have to admit and confess that I will slip into your DM if I'm trying to reach you. If I can't reach
Please
you,
reach me that way.
I
Please.
will slip into your DM. Yes, I would
have no
definitely
problem
do
with
that.
that.
And I don't have a problem with you doing that
Yeah,
for me
I don't
as
have a
well.
problem.
Yeah.
You know, because back in the day, I used to remember phone numbers. I knew people's phone numbers. You
Right.
gave it to me.
I don't know phone
I
numbers now.
committed it to my memory. I could call you up. But now, honey, I can't call you up because I don't remember phone numbers. So I'll find you on Facebook, and I
Me
will
too.
definitely send you a message
Me too.
in your inbox. I will. Say,
Definitely.
where you been? How you doing? How your mom and them?
I would do that. I would
Oh,
do that. I would
goodness,
slip
yes.
in your DM, and I don't mind you doing that as well.
Right, right.
But what about when you have on your posts, and you may have somebody requesting? I'm gonna use me. I would have somebody that would ask me on a regular post if they can come on my show. Now that.
In your inbox or
No,
on your
on my
page?
Facebook page on my wall.
Oh,
That's not a that's a no. That's a big no. Now if you come in my DM, you go in my inbox and ask me, then we can talk, you know, but I'm posting and you're just like, you really need to get me on your show, or you really, you
Well,
know.
that's different if you really need to get me on your show. That's totally different. I do a podcast on Thursdays live at 5, and if people, that's not the name of it, but it comes on at 5. It's live at 5. It is actually the Loretta Petite Show, Women Winning at Life.
That's right.
From Ministry to Marketplace. So if they would ask me on my page if they could be on the show, I would probably tell them that check their inbox. I'll just curve it. You know, I'll curve it to there because you know, people are from all over and they feel different ways and they do different things.
Right.
So, you know, I don't really get upset about too much.
Yeah.
I'll just curve it.
You curve
I'll just
it.
take control of the conversation and curve it and say check your inbox.
I ignore it.
You ignore it?
I definitely ignore it because if you can ask me on my wall,
You can do a messenger.
you
I
can
know,
message
I know,
me.
that's
And if you
true.
really want to come on for real, you know how to get in touch with me. And I have my email address that, you know, and if you go in my
everything's
DM,
there?
yeah, if you go in my DM, I'll, you know, talk about it. I have people that will go in my DM and ask, and then we'll talk about it. They send me an email, and we'll see if there's a show, you know, coming up that they can be a guest on. Yeah.
I understand. That's why I say everybody's different, and
Right.
you know, they feel different ways about different things. So
Right.
some people will feel like that's cool, that's okay. I do it, so other people can do it. And like yourself, some people say, no, I'm just going to ignore you. And either way, I mean, whatever works for you. But
Right.
I'm not going to ignore you. I will just redirect it. I'll redirect it. But if you're adamant about not following my direction, then I have no choice but to, you know, just move on past you.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we're talking about in your face, up close and personal on today. I know we're getting all the way in, you know, and there's no right or wrong. It's just our opinion
our
about
own way.
our
We have a
own
right
way.
to it.
How do we do it? You know,
Yes.
it's in your face on today. We're talking about Facebook, social media, the do's and the don'ts. We're going to go into our commercial break. We don't want you to go anywhere because there's more to come. We want you to sit right there, go and share this today with somebody and let them know that they can have a happy Merry Monday with us, with Dr. Loretta Petite and your girl, Real Talk Mary J.
Our listeners are as important as our guests. Join in on the conversation. 504-341-8255. The New Orleans Talk Network.
Oh, how the time flies. y'all, it's your girl, Dr. Rhonda M. Lawson. And can you believe that it has been 1 year since Horizons with Meet the World Image Solutions hit your airwaves? We have interviewed authors, entrepreneurs, playwrights, musicians, and everyone in between, all to bring you the best of literary conversation. And we plan to do it again this year, but only better. So join us right here in the Literary Lounge each Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here on the New Orleans Talk Network. See you there.
We're back. Talk What You Know returns on Wednesday mornings at 8 a.m. We got a brand new co-host by the name of Bob B. And hey, that's me. Also, we got some new features. We're going to be giving away, have a weekly raffle of prizes. There are multiple ways for you to win, and there's a bevy of prizes. So we need you to come on back, join us on Wednesday mornings at 8 o'clock for Talk What You Know on the New Orleans Talk Network.
Now New Orleans has a choice. Download the New Orleans Talk Network app for your mobile device or listen at www.neworleanstalknetwork.com.
We're back. I hope you're having a happy Merry Monday today. You've tuned in to Real Talk with Mary J. all the way from New Orleans, NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. This is my girl, Dr. Lowe, sharing with us on today. We're talking about in your face social media, the do's and the don'ts of media. Oh my goodness. Sometimes we take it a little bit too far. But hey, we're gonna talk about it on today. So we're dealing with in your face. We talked about inside your inbox now. And this is on a spin of those who are trying to get to know, get to meet and greet. And they're waving at you in your inbox. Do you wave back?
I do. I told you I don't ignore. I
wave
do.
back.
I wave back. It's just a button. Just click it.
Okay, and then
Let's go wave back.
I'm sorry, guys. I don't wave back to everybody, and I'm gonna tell you why. I two things happened to me, so you'll see where I'm coming from.
To you, then you
change.
Yeah,
you change. Two things happened to me. Because people will come to you. You know, they meet you where you are. They can see your profile and go through your page and see exactly what you're into. So years ago, when I was very new to social media, at particularly Facebook, I had a young man that had this long post about his relationship and that he needed prayer, right? But he was a young man, young enough to be my son.
Okay.
So my heart went out to him.
Okay.
He inboxed me and asked for prayer and asked if I can contact him. And I think however I set it up, I asked for his number and I called him from his number. And I wanted to pray with him and talk to him about the thing that he was dealing with. But his voice was so old, like an old man. So you know he was not young enough to be my son.
A mess.
He had the picture of a young man and all, but he was an old man, and he really was wanting to get to know me and wanting to know what I wanted. And okay, so I blocked. First, I screenshot all of his information just so I can have a paper trail in case I have to really call the FBI.
Good for you. That's
you know,
excellent. Yes.
I copied everything. But he catfished me. He posed as a young guy, like he was about 22, but he was very, very old.
Okay, so for all of you that's listening don't know what catfishing is, that's why dating on the internet is a bad deal. You need to see what you're working with.
Yes.
Because catfishing is simply posing as someone else. You could have a profile of someone that's looking like a Beyonce kind of model. And you could be someone
she's just
like 65 or somebody who's maybe 40 or somebody, maybe 12. You don't know. And then you can go to jail because she's 12. Watch yourself. So, yeah, you don't want to do that. So catfishing is, just being just being, I guess, followed by or dealing with someone who is not really the real deal. Somebody that's
Right.
posing as someone else.
So now you can see why I ignore a lot of my inbox. And then the other thing, I had someone that contacted me in inbox, and they had a whole conversation for about 2 years to themselves. Like, I didn't understand.
You were not responding.
I
and
was
they
not
just kept
responding, and they just kept talking.
Woo.
See, because I started off saying, "How are you?" When they said hello,
They kept talking.
"How are you?" "I'm fine." So the conversation. So that's what makes me not even want
Got
to
you.
respond.
I understand that.
2
Yes,
years
indeed.
they went.
I understand that.
Still saying stuff, you know,
Right.
sending
I
you
had,
all the little photos and
I had a situation.
hearts
It wasn't
and
necessarily.
flowers.
It didn't start on social media, but and it was a woman, and I guess because I showed kindness, she kept sending emails and more emails and more emails. And then I just stopped using the email. I just stopped answering. So when women that really did need to have someone to talk to, they had to really jump through hoops to get my attention.
Yeah,
because
because
of
of-
that situation.
exactly.
It's always
It's always something.
You know,
Yeah.
it's always something. So so when people reach out to me on Facebook or whatever, whether it's on the page or inboxing me, I've come to the point now where I don't ignore. I don't ignore you, but I pay close attention to how you are sharing. And when you share in a certain way, a flag will go up,
All right.
and then that will be the end of that discussion. I do have a gentleman who's been trying to get me to accept him as a friend for a long time. I don't have a particular reason why I'm not accepting it.
You do.
No, I don't have a particular reason except that his name kind of mimics a name of one of my companies. And I'm like, well, and he's in another country somewhere. And I'm like, well, I don't think we really have anything in common. So I just didn't accept it, you know, because in the back of my mind, I'm always thinking, what are people looking for when they're asking you to accept? Most of the people that I've accepted either are local, or they are in a similar business, or that we
Some
relate
similar
to each other,
interests.
right, in some way.
Right.
But when I come to a place when I can't see any kind of thing that we have in common, then I take my time accepting.
Me too.
Yeah, so
Right.
once I've accepted you, I'm not going to more or less ignore you unless you go into left field. And then not only am I going to ignore you, but I'll delete you. When I come to the point where I have to ignore you, I delete you.
Right.
I do.
You do.
So I just, you're gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're
yeah.
gone.
Yeah.
That's where, but there are other reasons that when you say, certain things are in your face on Facebook that shouldn't be happening, are for safety reasons.
Right.
I got a post while we were talking, right, in between, in the commercial break, where someone was saying they were approached about a contest and that they won something. How can he verify before he gives all his information out
Right.
that it is a Facebook contest for
Yes.
real? In this day and time, we don't know.
Let me
so
tell
many
you
things
something.
are just not
exactly.
real.
I have, and a similar thing I've seen. Okay, everybody knows Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry is a giver. Everybody knows that. But then when you get something, a video, because I seen somebody that requested to be my friend, and then they had a Tyler Perry video saying that if you like, share, and follow or what have you, you'll be eligible to be
got
the
that one
next
too.
winner, right?
Excuse me.
Now, common sense says this. Look at that person's page. Go to Tyler Perry's page and see if he has that video there. See if he has that
Exactly.
post there. He does not. Okay, so a lot of this stuff, don't just go to clicking on and thinking you're going to be winning money and sending your information and all of that stuff, because no.
It's kind of like jumping up 3 times and turning around, right?
Yeah.
That's an inside joke. I'm sorry.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, Lord.
Right.
But you can't do all of that stuff. All of that stuff. I mean, a lot of that stuff, if you use your logic,
Yes.
it makes what? No sense. So, don't be gullible. I was talking about Samson when I ministered yesterday in one of my examples. And you know, Samson, I mean, people love Samson because he was so strong. God gave him this special gift. But in the interim of having all that power, he became blind down the way because he got captured.
Right.
But this is what I said, and I'm saying this to correlate with what we just talked about.
Okay.
Samson was blind before he was physically blind because he couldn't see what Delilah was doing. Now that means that you are blind.
Right.
So I'm saying to those of you who get all of these kind of contests and crazy things, don't be blind. You have an inside eye. Use it. It works with your logic. And if it looks like a duck and it quacks like a duck,
It's a duck.
it's a duck, guys.
It's a duck.
So, be careful and do your due diligence. Do your research. Find out what's really going on.
Really? Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. So don't put yourself out there either because, being out there like that on social media, we still have to have our guards up.
Right.
We have to have our guards
Right.
up, because it's unsafe that we have information floating around. You can get anybody's information today. I mean, you can get anybody's information. So you have to, some way, somehow, always think, security. You have to always think, is this a secure thing? Is this a secure measure? Does this make sense? Is it logical? Is it worth my time, worth my effort? Can I get myself in a situation? All those things are always in my mind.
Right, absolutely.
always in my
You can
mind.
definitely get anybody. Remember, you got my information one time. Remember,
I don't know if I did.
Remember, you
But
got
I'm a great researcher.
You got
so
a photo of me,
Oh, and you did ask me about
and my
that.
hair was
yeah.
crinkly and long, and I was like, "Where
did
did
you
you
get that?"
this picture
I said,
from?"
girl, it's called research. But today it's so easy. It's just a click of a few buttons, and you have
Yes.
people's information, and I don't know why somebody thought that was necessary to put people's files out there, but people can find it.
Yeah,
One time,
it's a good thing too.
well, one time I was looking for, just randomly checking, because I found this map. I think this big map came out right after Katrina.
Okay.
Remember when we can look at our houses
Oh,
and see
right,
if all the water
right,
went down?
right.
You can physically see your street, physically see your door. So now I was looking for a particular entertainer. I said, I'm just on there randomly checking. Brought me straight to the community, straight to the street, straight to the house. I'm like, wow,
Isn't that something?
that is.
You can see 'em-
privacy-
You can see 'em
privacy
picking
is
up
like-
the newspaper off the front porch.
Privacy is like going left. Like, privacy, what's that?
But
And then you have the cameras on every corner, which I thank God for the cameras because it helps a lot.
right.
But when people buy these little cheap cameras, I mean, I want to say to you guys, be careful what you buy because you have a camera. Maybe you want to scare some people. But they get the photos and they're so grainy, you don't know who the person is. So if you're going to do it, do it right. Do it well. And then not only those cameras, the cameras are good because they can help you when they're good cameras, but they also, all these picture-taking cameras of your car when you're trying to make a right turn on the red. It's just amazing.
City wants money.
And it's amazing.
And then when there's a crime in your neighborhood, they
they
can't find a
figure
thief.
out, they can't
find
figure
a
out
thief.
who's in that picture. Oh, it's so grainy. They need to get a good camera too. But yeah, so it works both ways, but you have to always think security.
Now, in your face, when a person is requesting to be your friend, but they don't have a photo of themselves, do you accept it?
Nope. If you don't have a picture of somebody that you want me to think is you, I'm not going to accept it.
Me either. Like, you don't have a photo of yourself.
You're incognito. I don't know what that's about.
And why are you putting up a car? I can see if you have a nice car you like and that car is in your background, that's your cover page, but that's not your profile. You're not a car. You're not a car. That's not you.
I don't do that. Nope, because I need to know a little bit about you. What I usually do is I'll take a moment and I'll click for your profile before I
Yes.
accept you.
On
some days.
Yes.
Some days I do accept. I'll do that.
Right, I do too.
But then when I accept you and you, again, I watch your conversation.
Exactly.
And then I make a determination, can you stay or can't you stay?
Right,
You know.
right.
But for the most part, I'll do that. I'll accept women that I see have business information on their profile.
Right.
Either I'll just click them if they don't have their picture and they have like
Their business
a
card?
scripture or they have their business card, I'll accept that. But if you don't have any picture in the box, I won't accept that.
Right.
And so there are times when I'm going to go back and check and see what's going on with you. And if if you look like you're doing something, I'm really glad I accepted you.
Right.
But,
I love networking
Me
and
too.
marketing. I love people. I am a people person, but I am a no-nonsense kind of girl. I don't have time for
all
foolishness.
of the craziness.
No,
And
not at all.
One of the things I learned with my Black CEO group, and it's a movement. Black CEO is a movement, and we have a New Orleans chapter, by the way. One of the things is we put out there is that your network has a straight correlation to your net worth.
Right.
So you want to build a good network of people that are doing things, movers and shakers, and people who just really have an aspiration, because they are very valuable as well.
Yes.
Yes. So remember.
And
that.
I believe that people glean from you.
Yeah.
I accept people if I think that I can make an impact in their lives.
Yes.
If there's
because they want something.
Right.
But
if I
those
can
who
make
just
an
really
impact,
don't,
I will
it's just
definitely
difficult.
accept you. Yes, definitely. But then there's some that's just prowling.
And they will drain you.
Right.
You have to know who the drainers are. And when there are people that just drain you, they're pulling from you, you're giving them good insight, and you're giving them good bullet points to help to get them back on the right track. But they never take any of your advice, and they keep draining you.
Yes.
Okay, it's time to hit that delete button.
Yes.
Because it's too much.
It's too much, way too much. We're talking about In Your Face on today. You tuned in with your girl, Real Talk Mary J, and Dr. Loretta Petit is sharing with us today. We want you to go share with somebody. Tag them into this conversation on today. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Hi, I'm Evangelist Melanie Pichon. Listen, I'd like to invite you to view our Forgive and Talk show every Thursday from 11 a.m. Central Standard Time until 12 noon. We talk about issues. We talk about challenges. We talk about those things really that other folks don't want to talk about. Listen, if you want to talk about something, if you want to give us some suggested ideas, comment below and we'll do our best to get at you. Remember, every Thursday from 11 a.m. Central Standard Time until 12 noon, the Forgive and Talk show.
Are you looking for a home to live stream your next event? Give us a call here at Bethesda Community Event Center, the only place on the Gulf Coast that can host and broadcast live your wedding reception, your baby shower, business seminar, and any other special event. Give us a call at 504-708-9454 for more details.
What's up, readers and shakers? It's your girl, Rhonda M. Lawson, sending you a personal invite to the Literary Lounge. Tune in to Horizons with Meet the World Image Solutions each Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time for the best in literary conversation. Each week, a different author will join us to talk to their most important readers, you. You can also call in to ask your own questions. So don't forget, each Wednesday at 7 p.m., join us in the lounge for Horizons with Meet the World Image Solutions. See you there.
Real Talk with Mary J, and we're talking about In Your Face on today. Don't get offended. It's just our opinion, okay? It's just our opinion. So we're keeping it real with Dr. Lowe on today. We're talking about In Your Face, dealing with all of the social media. See, that's what it's a little, but that's what I call drama. When you have these people that are coming in your inbox, that are coming on your wall and saying, they know who to deal with, how you're dealing, because they're just not going to be just out there, but just little discreet little things that they would do, to just kind of get your attention. But Some
people need attention.
Some people do. Some
need more than others.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I, like I said before, I would just talk to everybody, because that's that ministry that's in us, So I'm thinking, okay, I'm gonna reach them, but then I had to just kind of shut it down.
Well, you have to kind of manage yourself inside of time.
Right.
Because time is ticking.
Right.
You can find yourself on social media for hours at a time. So at some point you have to say, okay, this is all I have time for today. I'm just going to, say hello to these few people or see what they're asking me for or what the comment was from this one. Certain people, when they make a comment, I take my time and go and check it. I say, because they're rarely on Facebook.
Right.
So if they're saying something to me, they must trying to reach me.
Know exactly.
Yeah, so I go and I'll check that. But yeah, you can't be on it all day, but it'll take you all day if you let it.
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
ma'am.
And you can't answer every single thing.
You can't answer everything. Thank God for the little like button. I could go click, 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 click.
Yes, exactly.
But sometimes I even miss at doing that. But I try. I don't like to ignore people. I think it has a lot to do with my past. I don't like to ignore people because I feel like for many years coming up, I was ignored.
Okay.
Wasn't a good feeling.
Yeah.
Didn't like it. I have my little pet peeves somewhere in that neighborhood now. But I don't mind if you ignore me because I'll ignore you too if you're acting a fool. I will. But I'm just saying I don't mind now. But I think it's a remnant of my past. And I believe if people are being kind, they don't have to be kind. If they're taking time to say hello to me or how are you doing, then I do take a moment back to respond if I can. And if I don't, it's not intentional. It's just that I didn't get a chance to do it. Now you know if you're acting a fool, then of course that's why. Oh, that's why she's not responding. Exactly.
Right. There you go. There you go. In a nutshell, there it is, you know. So listen, we're talking about all of this, but let's deal with some of us, because we talked about catfish and how there's some women that catfish,
That's crazy. I mean, I know people have their reasons for doing it.
Yes, they have.
I don't
watch it, guys. Watch it.
How about this?
That may not be all of hers. That's not all of hers. Okay, But this is the thing.
But how about if husbands are catfishing on their wives and wives catfishing on their husbands? I'm just saying.
Oh my God,
that's probably happening. They're probably trying to find her. Let me see what she's up to.
Oh goodness.
Let me see what he's doing.
That's a bit much. That's a bit much.
That's something to think about, y'all.
That's a bit much. I don't have time for that,
Right.
Right. But we're talking about the guys. But listen, there's some girls, we put on a whole lot. Guys, you may not be able to get away with that. That's why you got to put a car up. But we can put on the weave, the lashes, the butt enhancement, the breast enhancements. All of that stuff, the waist pincher, the tummy, all of that. Then these photos,
Girl,
photoshopping.
Tell me where to find those things at. I need like a tummy tuck, a waist pincher. I need all of that stuff.
The photos. I see photos now that they can go in their waist and
squeeze
slim
that waist
and all of that. So
yes,
that's right. So be careful out there with that. And ladies, listen, we got to stop posting these posts. You know what? It's a big pet peeve of mine. I get so irritated when we post these posts and we put God in it. And he has nothing to do with the post.
Yes.
You say church flow and you got all your breasts out and sequins on and all of this stuff. Like, what church? Where you going?
Church they came up and didn't teach them.
Oh, my gosh,
Yeah, some things
and
should
don't
be
add
private.
a scripture to
It's
something that
for you
has
and
nothing
for your
to do.
Spouse.
Right.
Some things are just private.
That has nothing to do with
Yeah.
what you're talking about. That's a big pet peeve for me. When you put a post out there.
I'm with you. I got you.
And you saying a whole lot of stuff, but your photo does not have anything to do with that.
Exactly.
Maybe they don't know. Do they know?
I hope that they know and that they correct it and I have a pet peeve when people do those little poems and whatever with God in it and Jesus in it, and it's just unholy. I don't like that. I think that you're playing with the Father, and I don't think that's funny. So I talk to them about that if they post it on my page.
Yeah.
I tell them this can't stay.
Yeah. I just get annoyed when we do things like that. When we I guess that's the marketing side of me too, because if you're gonna market your product, it needs to be your product. It needs to add up with what you're saying. You know, can't be you're saying one thing but you're posting something else. Now, if you have a photo that you like, you can post it. No caption needed. You know, you don't have to make up something for that if you want to post that. Just go ahead and do that. But we're talking about In Your Face on today. Listen, we're gonna come before you next week with episode 2. It's gonna get even deeper than this. So we want you all to tune and stay right there with us. Get ready. Let them know again what you're doing for those who did not catch it earlier.
Yes. Get deeper.
Oh, get the shovels. It's going to get deeper. It's going to get deeper. Yes.
Well, thank you so much. I really enjoyed my time here with you today.
Thank you. I
want you all to know that on July the 28th, we're having a seminar for pregnant teens. Pregnant teens all the way to age 19. So we want to include them all. And that is if you've already had your baby recently or you're pregnant now, both are invited. It's for both of you. And your babies are invited to come as well. Your mothers, your guardians, your grandmothers, whomever they are, they're invited as well. You're not forgotten. A new chapter we want to impart into you, and also want you to understand your worth and your value, and that it's not over for you. It's just a new chapter. How to take care of you and your baby, how to love yourself enough to be able to create some boundaries and some standards and to live by them. And to allow others to understand who you are, because now you know who you are if you didn't know before. And if you do know who you are, we just want to confirm that. So we want you to come out to the Broadmoor Library. That's going to be July 28th, and that's going to start at 1 p.m. It's absolutely free, but do go to Eventbrite and sign up. And at Eventbrite, look for You're Not Forgotten. Thank you so much. And it's presented by the Coffee Sisterhood Network. I just wanted to say that. And we love you, and we do want to see great things happen through and from you.
In Your Face on today. I hope you tuned in a big way. Listen, I am celebrating my birthday all month long. Month long. I'm doing a show called There's Something About Mary. So if your name is Mary, I want you to go and find me on Facebook and let me know. DM, you can go in my inbox for that. Let me know that you want to be a part of our show, or you can send your email request to maryjenterprises@gmail.com. Again, that's maryjenterprises@gmail.com. There's something about Mary. I want to hear what it is about you if your name is Mary. Thank you, Dr. Lowe, for coming on the show. Did you have a happy Merry Monday?
A happy and a Merry Monday, and a Make It Happen Monday. All of those great things, Marvelous Monday. And I pray that we can continue to have a wonderful and a great and a merry day.
Yes, it's going to be fabulous. Thank you all for tuning in with us.
Our listeners are as important as our guests. Join in on the conversation.